Hi and welcome to the Book Lab. I'm Björn, and it's that time of the month when we look into the future releases. For May 2024, we have a new book coming out from Johann Hari, the author of Lost Connection and Stolen Focus, which are some favorite books of mine. We have a book about masculinity, a book about AI and learning, and a book about living according to the Constitution. So let's jump right into the list. Let's go. First out, we have Johann Hari's new book, The Magic Pill: The Extraordinary Benefits and Disturbing Risks of the New Weight Loss Drug. In January 23, Johann Hari started to inject himself once a week with Ozempic, one of the new drug products that it promises basically significant weight loss. He wasn't alone. Some predict that a quarter of the US population will be taking these drugs very soon. While around 80% of the diets fail, someone taking one of the new drugs will lose up to a quarter of their body weight in 6 months. The people defending this drug, that they see this as an opportunity to not only lose weight but also escape the risk of heart disease and diabetes. I've heard a lot about this new drug. I don't know so much about the specifics, but I heard it's like a game changer within medical treatment. So it will be super interesting to read this book. As I said in the intro, Stolen Focus and Lost Connections. These are some really favorite books of mine. This one even made it to my great books list. This one is about depression. This one is about distractions in the world, and it goes deeper than just technology. So I was really excited to hear that Johann Hari has a new book coming out, but I feel like this topic might be a little bit weak, or like it depends on who you are. But I never struggled with weight loss, so this topic is not really close to heart, but I'm really interested in revolutions within medicine and longevity, so I might check this one out. And with his track record, I feel like it's pretty safe to bet on one of his books. This book looks into what psychological issues begin to emerge when our eating patterns are suddenly disrupted, and how this new pill challenges what we know about shame, willpower, and healing. So that's one book to look out for in May. It's 320 pages. It's out on May 7th. Next book. The book is Swole: The Making of Men and the Meaning of Muscle. It's out on May 28th. It's 256 pages, and this is what it's about. Michael Brodeur, butchering names, a classic on this channel, is a Gen X gay writer with a passion for bodybuilding and an insatiable curiosity about masculinity, a concept in which many men now struggle to find their place in. In our current moment, where manfluencers on TikTok tease their audiences with their latest video, where right-wing men exposed to the importance of being alpha, as toxic masculinity and the patriarchy are being rightfully criticized, the nature of masculinity has become murkier than ever. What got me interested with this book is that it promised to provide a history of the ideal man and the ideal for manliness throughout history and across cultures, and that just sounds like an interesting thing to learn more about. The concern I have, on the other hand, is that it feels like this book might be more of a social commentary and focusing more on the social sciences. So basically I'm afraid that there is not enough hard science in this book, and it might be too woke for my taste. But I haven't read it, so I don't know. But I'm interested in the topic of manliness and also just desire in general, because I'm reading a book called A Million Wicked Thoughts, and it's just excellent. It's about human sexual desire, and it just blew my mind. The next book on the list is Brave New World: How AI Will Revolutionize Education. It's out on May 14th. It's 272 pages. And now you might say, more AI stuff, I can't take it. And I kind of feel the same way. I've been reading up a lot, and the buzz around the topic has been on for such a long time. I feel kind of a fatigue around it, but there are some interesting people talking about this book. A timely masterclass for anyone interested in the future of learning in the AI era. Bill Gates. Read this book. It's the most fascinating and important account of how AI will transform the way we learn. Walter Isaacson, who is the author of some of my favorite biographies, actually, like Steve Jobs and Benjamin Franklin, and now recently Elon Musk. From the founder of Khan Academy, and the first book on the AI revolution in education, its implications for parenting, and how we can best harness the power for good. So this is from the founder of Khan Academy. One worry with this book is probably that it might turn into kind of a sales pitch for his own company, which I hate books that are like that, but hopefully he can keep himself in line. A pioneer in the field of education technology, Khan examines the ins and outs of these cutting-edge tools and how they will revolutionize the way we teach and learn. For parents concerned with their children's success, Khan illustrates how AI can personalize learning by adapting to each student's individual pace and style, identifying strengths and areas for improvement, and offering tailored support and feedback to complement traditional classroom education. I haven't used Khan Academy myself that much, but I have a person that I trust and respect a lot in my book club that just praises it a lot. So I'll be interested to see what this guy has to teach us about the future. To the next book on the list, How to Live Constitutionally. One man's humble quest to follow the Constitution's original meaning. This is kind of a joker book. It feels very light-hearted, but I wanted to put it on the list because just the idea of trying to live exactly according to the Constitution sounds like a really fun thing. The New York best-selling author of A Year of Living Biblically chronicles his hilarious adventures in attempting to follow the original meaning of the Constitution as he searches for answers to one of the most pressing issues of our time. How should we interpret America's most fundamental and foundational document? A.J. Jacobs learned the hard way that donning around with a tricon hat on and marching around Manhattan with a 1700s musket will earn you a lot of strange looks. In the wake of several controversial rulings by the Supreme Court and an ongoing debate about how the Constitution should be interpreted, Jacobs set out to understand what it means to live in accordance with the Constitution. So basically, in this book, the author tries to get into the minds of the founding fathers, not our founding father, because, well, we're very Americanized here in Sweden, but I'm not American. But he tries to get into the founding fathers' heads and understand what they originally meant with the Constitution, and it seems like being a quite light-hearted book that might be thought-provoking as well, as the quote here on the front says. I didn't know how I learned so much while laughing so hard. And that's kind of the books for this month, and I'm gonna pick a pick of the month. And while a lot of these books sound interesting, time is very valuable, and I think going with Johann Hari's track record of these books that I think I gave 5 and 4 stars, I will try his new book about this magic weight loss pill. I think that will be an interesting read, and I know it's a good writer. And the other books that I'm reading right now are from last month, actually. Sociopath. I picked it up. I'm reading it now, and a book review will come up very soon. This is a memoir by Patrick Gain. She basically tells her story, how she found out when she grew up that she was a sociopath. And this book gives us a peek into how it is to grow up and live as a sociopath. It's a quite interesting read, and I will tell you more about it soon. This one also dropped into my mailbox. Deep Utopia: Life and Meaning in a Solved World by Nick Bostrom, the author of Superintelligence. This book is about AI again, and what would happen if everything goes well, if there is no major catastrophe as we get AGI and things just resolve themselves. How will we live day to day in a world of abundance? What would that life look like? And that's what this book is about. I'm just starting it, but I'll let you know once I finished it if it was worth picking up. As you might have noticed in this video, I was not as prepared as I used to be. I'm not super prepared usually, but this was worse than ever. I just came back from Krakow. I went on a weekend there with some friends, and it was awesome. Just came back, and now I'm rushed to get to daycare to pick up my kids because we have a holiday here in Sweden. So I'm just trying to squeeze this in without proper preparation. So I hope you excuse me for that, and I'll promise to behave better next time. If you enjoy the content, then like and subscribe, and my videos will pop up in your feed. when I publish a new one. I'm back next week with more book reviews. Let me know what you read in the comments, because I always love to hear what you guys are up to and reading, so I can steal some of the best books and put them on my reading list. Have a good week. Björn out.